up, y'all? How's everybody doing? I'm gonna talk to y'all today about why I choose to be a loner. This for y'all loners out there and y'all introverts. But this is a story right here. I've been a loner since I could remember. And like I said, people might call you weird, because you're alone or whatever. They might say, "Oh, he don't got no friends," you know. But check this out, right? The eagle. Hold on. Okay, the eagle, right? The eagle, the bird. You don't see the eagle in no pack. The eagle flies solo. So that's similar to the loner. One thing about an eagle, the eagle reaches altitudes of 10,000 feet, which is higher than them other birds. Other birds they don't fly high like that. But the eagles, they fly alone. They fly solo. Why? Because they don't need a pack to survive. They don't need a crowd to survive. That's the problem with the world we live in. The world we live in, a lot of people are afraid to be alone. Like say a relationship, right? You have some people that I never understood. You have some people that stay in a crappy relationship. They'd rather stay in that crappy relationship than to be by themselves. I remember this one girl told me. She said, "Oh, I don't want to be with the guy, but I don't want to be alone, because of her moped and stuff." So that's why I said one thing about, loners are strong because one thing about a loner, you got to be strong to be alone. Being alone is not easy. You got to be strong to be alone because a lot of people, they can't handle being alone. Now, like I said, I used to try to hang with a lot of people, but it never worked for me. It's like believe it or not, I had some of the best fun by myself. I would go to the movies by myself. I would go, like shopping. Say I'm going to, I would love Walmart, right? So I would go shopping there by myself, and the benefits of that is that I don't gotta worry about nobody's energy messing with my energy. So if I'm trying to shop for, I say, and browse, if I'm trying to buy clothes and stuff, if I'm trying to, just do whatever, if I'm trying to be in there browse and I'm on the phone and listen to my music, I can be in there, by myself doing it, for hours. But if you have somebody with you, they going to try to rush you. Oh, why you taking so long? Hurry up, So that's one of the reasons why I stopped being around crowds so much. It got to the point I even start, taking myself out. Like I would go to eat out to eat, by myself, and people would think I was weird. They'd be like, "Oh, you should have a female with you. You look too good for that." I'm like, I understand what y'all saying, but it don't have nothing to do with looks. It's about me having it's about you having that, keeping your peace of mind, keeping your sanity. It's like when you surround yourself with all these different voices and all these different opinions, it can mess your day up. It can mess your peace up. It can mess your sanity up. You know. So that's one of the reasons why. And I've been doing it for some years. Like I used to feel like when I first started, going out by myself, chilling by myself, hanging by myself, it felt like kind of awkward, because I saw everybody else, going out with their friends stuff, and me, I'm going out just me. So it would feel kind of weird at first, but then I adapted. When you see how much fun you can have. See, everybody can't do this, but I'm just speaking for me. When I saw how much fun I can have by myself, I'm like, wow. And then another thing about certain people you go out with, if they like in a bad mood, they'll bring that bad mood, and they'll come out and they'll try to screw your day up, with that bad mood they have. So that's what you gotta take into account. They got an attitude, or they sad or depressed. Instead of just letting you go and enjoying yourself, they wanna come along and screw your day up. So that's why I say a lot of people, they want to go place with me, but I don't. I turn it down because I'm like, one thing I say, if a person is in a bad mood, or if I know that they the type that like drama, I won't bring them out with me, because I'm the type, I like to stay far away from drama. I'm a type of guy, I can have my own little party by myself. I don't gotta have a crowd, to have a party. Like if I got a hotel, it'd just be probably me and another person. It wouldn't be me and 10 other people, because I'm just the type, I don't like being around a whole lot of noise and stuff. Now I don't mind music and stuff like that, and or like just like I used to go to the movies by myself. I don't mean noise like that. I'm just saying I don't got time to be around a lot of foolishness. And then another thing y'all gotta check out. Uh, you are the company you keep. So the company you're around can be the reason you make it, or your downfall. So take that into account. So be very wise about the company you keep. Your company you keep can be it can be the death for you too. Because the company you with, they can be in some stuff that you don't know about, and then that energy comes your way because you have them around you. So that's another reason why I'm a loner, because certain things I don't got time for, especially with me getting older. I'm not 15 no more. I'm not 10 no more. So I gotta be, especially like I said, when you're woke. That's another thing that's gonna make you a loner, if you're woke. And I'm like this. It's a low percentage of the world that's woke. It's a very few percentage of it, but most of the world is still asleep. They still walking around like zombies. Resident Evil. Walking around like this. Listen to every damn thing the media say. They believe everything on social media. They let the news tell them what to do. I mean, people nowadays, it's like they can't think for themselves, and it's like common sense is not really common nowadays. It's like you rarely find people with common sense. So even though it says common sense, but it's rarely that you have people with common sense, because people, they let everybody else think for them but them. See, one thing about me, as a loner, I gotta think for myself, because having somebody else think for me, that can put me feet below. So y'all keep that in mind. So when y'all hanging around y'all entourage and y'all friends, I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with having friends, had the right ones around you, because she, like I said, they can be your downfall, and you not even know That's why I said this one for the loners. I mean, whoever else can relate, I mean, cool. You know, check the video out. But this for the loners and the the introverts. Because I be having a ball by myself still to this day. Like I said, I'm the type of loner on a rainy day. I'm okay with staying in and cooking and what else? Playing some video games, watching a good movie, or stuff like that. I'm the type I don't gotta be out with the crowd all the time. Just because Mo and Joe and Jane is going out, that don't mean I gotta go out. And see, I'm at the point there where I'm not missing them because what they doing, all that going out stuff, I've been out. And it's like we in a pandemic, so I'm in survival mode. So I'm not really interested in what the crowd's doing because all they worrying about is, I be hearing it all the time, and it's stupid. It sounds Y'all sound so stupid when y'all say this. Oh, I can't wait till the outside open back up with stuff go back to normal so I can go out. I'm like, what? I'm like, people been going out all their life and that's all they care about, going out. I'm like, people, I tell you, they look, and it's like I'm like this. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. I'm just different. That's all I'm saying. But people, like I said, they priorities are all messed up. Priorities all messed up. People worry about more than going out. They worry about more than going out. That's why a lot of these people getting the virus because they just wanna hang out. See, I know how to sit down and chill. If I'm not working or something, on a rainy day, I be in the house. I mean, I make me some tea, I drink me some coffee, get on YouTube, stuff like that. I'm a chill, laid back dude. I'm a loner, so that's the thing about me. Hold on, wait, 1 second. See, another thing, like I said, if you one of the woke ones, a lot of people you're not even gonna really relate to because what they're talking about, what they're talking about is elementary. They might be talking about, uh, who got the most money or what player got the most points and all that, and stuff that don't mean a damn thing at the end of the day. It just really don't. You know, like I said, it's sad. So that's why I said that's another reason. You know, when you become woke, certain that's another thing. Being woke is really gonna make you a loner because when you're woke, a lot of stuff that you can't even say to the average person because it's gonna sound retarded to them. It's gonna sound like a foreign language to them. So of course they's gonna say, huh, stuff like that. And what? They gonna question you because you're woke and they're still asleep. And like I said, in this world we in, it ain't no point at, like I said, if somebody wanna stay asleep, leave them sleep. Don't try to force nobody to wake up. You know, everybody's not meant to wake up, and a lot of people, matter of fact, a lot of people want to stay asleep. So I mean, you can try waking people up, but as far as like, it's no point if you woke to stress yourself out to try to make them a believer. If they don't want to believe what's going on, I mean, let them not believe. You know, as long as you try to tell certain. I try to tell certain people what's going on, but I don't try to tell everybody because certain people I know their mentality. See that's another thing to make you alone. You woke you really and it's like it's like it's like the more woke you are and the more really you are, the more fake of the world and people around you will appear to you. I'm gonna say that again. The more woke you are, the more woke you become, the more really you become, and the more really you are, the more faker the world and people around you will appear. It's facts. You and see another thing, a degree don't got none a degree don't equal to your don't equal your intelligence. Excuse me. Yeah, that's another thing. A degree, it's people walking around with master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, and don't get me wrong, it's good to be educated and to have degrees, but just because you have a degree, that don't equal common sense. You got people with degrees and you can't even have some of these people. You can't even have a deep conversation with. You can't have a woke conversation with because these some of the same ones they sleep. Yeah, they educated, but some of them is asleep. You try to talk about them about what's really going on in the world behind closed doors, and they're just like in a duh state or duh like that. I mean, they just they can't comprehend what you're trying to tell them. So people like that just leave them alone. But you keep on for y'all woke ones, keep on educating yourself, and because we are the chosen ones, so it's not many of us. So like I said, don't worry about stressing yourself out, trying to make people believe it because at the end of the day, you going that's all you're gonna do is stress yourself out, it'll mess your day up, you know, cause like I said, certain conversations I usually stay out of if certain people if that usually like I said if you're woke you can relate to what I'm about to say, but if you're woke you will rather conversate with another woke person like you or that knows more than you. But a woke person and a sleep person don't have they're not going to really have too much to communicate about because they're going to talk about basic stuff every day. They're going to be talking about they're going to talk about work, stuff like that. Who won a basketball game and who the best football team is. Stuff that's stupid at the end of the day because that's not going to get you or them nowhere. So why you worrying about that? So that's the same with politics. I'm not going to talk about politics to everybody because everybody don't know what they're talking about when it comes to that. And the thing is, with people that mess me up about this world is people think because they're older than you that you can't tell them nothing or you can't teach them nothing or that they always right. You have some older people that's like not all, but you have some older people that's like that they can't be told nothing. They know everything. So a person that knows everything, don't bother trying to tell them nothing because you're wasting your breath. I lie to you now. There's people that's 60 and 70 years old and still sleep. And they like I said, chances are they're not gonna wake up. But that's okay. That's their business. Don't stress yourself out over that. You know, you gotta try to like I said, balance out your energy because if you don't, you know, you'll end up screwing your whole day up just because okay, somebody disagreed with you. I mean, it's just a disagreement. And another thing about that, just because we disagree don't mean we can't get along. So I mean, it's a disagreement at the end of the day. Even two woke people that's communicating, they might disagree on things, but okay, we shake hands and then walk our separate ways. You know, isn't everybody's not going to agree with you. That's one thing I'm gonna tell y'all. Yeah, that's why I choose to be a loner. And like I said, it's long as they have friends, and it's long as they have relationships. So I mean, just because you're a loner don't mean you're not gonna have friends and people you communicate on a day to day. But a loner, they gonna be very selective about who they keep around this company, who they choose to be in a relationship with. Who they choose to communicate with, because loners and introverts, their time is valuable, so they're not gonna waste their time trying to communicate with just anybody. A woke person. So that's one of the things I learned about when I when I stopped being woke. Like I said, that like I said, another thing about being woke, you will have people that's gonna swear away from you because you might seem weird to them. You might seem that you just like people say, oh, you believe everything you hear on it. Nah, I look stuff up, but also it's facts that I see. It's not just word of mouth of what I see, but it's like proof being shown. But the proof is in the pudding. So that's what I'm gonna say about all I'm gonna say about that. And another thing I'm gonna say about a loner, we don't trip off friends. We don't trip off losing friends because it's like uh it's like a woke person, a speaker truth doesn't have many friends. So that's one thing that comes with the territory. So it's like the more really you are, the less people are gonna wanna deal with you because like they say, the truth hurts. And another thing, we don't care about losing friends. We don't need nobody's approval. That's like a relationship. If I like you, it's because I like you. I mean, long as I like you and you like me, that's all. That's all that matters to me. It don't matter what your it don't it don't matter what your family thinks about me or what my family thinks about you, because to me that doesn't matter. I mean, because like I said, we as loners don't need nobody's approval. Only the approval we need is ours. So on that note, I'm gonna sign out. Tell me what y'all think about the video. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all share the content. Make sure y'all subscribe. And make sure y'all next to the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified as soon as these videos drop. So y'all enjoy. We're Wednesday right now in the middle of the week, so we're hump day. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I will see y'all later. Peace.